G'day guys, another prospector here. I just wanted to jump in before the start of this video and say I had no stabilization on my camera for this entire video. So if you get seasick, terribly sorry. I've tried to fix it as much as possible. Some of the footage was unusable. I've done the best I can, so sorry about that. Enjoy, thanks for watching. Good morning folks. I'm out for a couple of hours today. I don't have a lot of time, but thought I'd explore a few new areas. So this is stop number 1. As you can see, a bit of bedrock. It's pretty slow flow. Lots of long deep sections, as you can see. But I know this creek holds gold. I haven't been to this spot before, but I have been in other sections of the creek and got a little bit of gold. So this is more of a check this out for knowing when to give up and go to the next spot. So I've cleaned out just this side of my classifier. There's a bit of a hole down there that runs right along the front of the creek there. This is impressive. That is all lead, all of it. And look, no gold at all, not a speck. So if I can get that much lead and 0 specks, I'm out of here. It's outrageous. So I'll catch you on the next stop. Alrighty guys, so hey, drop me a comment in the comment section if you're guilty of this. Walking back to the car and you get to one of those spots where you're like, I can't walk past that. Yeah, so that's what I've done. I made it about halfway back, so that's not bad going. So we've got this like cobblestone or jigsaw puzzle bedrock here, and you can see sort of there's weeds and all sorts of stuff in there. So it was all here as well, so I've taken that out, which is those 2 rocks there. Now it's full of weeds, roots, which like we say, work like miner's moss, and black, jet black, horrible heavy, well not horrible, beautiful heavy material. So I thought, surely it's not the greatest pan, but now I've got a dilemma. There's like 8 bits and some micro in there. Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go now? So I think most people walk up to this section here, because as you can see, you've got bedrock running down across the creek here, and that'd probably be worth a go too. Same sort of cobbly. It gives the gold more opportunities to get caught if you've got cracks and crevices running in every direction. So that was my theory. Now look, it's on actually an outside bend, which isn't ideal, but I guess the bigger stuff will drop out, when it's in flood. To give you an idea, when this creek's in flood, there you go. That stick there didn't get up there by itself. It was helped. So that's a good, my height, and I'm not very tall, 5'10" or something. So that's, add another 5 foot. So the water's going to be absolutely charging around here, and it's exposed all this breaking down, decaying bedrock. Yeah, very interesting. I've noticed this creek just doesn't have a lot of material in it. It's just sort of bare bedrock, which is interesting. Bank collapses like this are going to help. Interesting enough, that's an inside bend bank collapse, which is, there must have been some water moving around here last time it flooded. As you could probably hear, yes, that is a road. It is a main road. So I'm not too far out of civilization. Not at all, actually. It's a bit of a walk in here, and it's thick bush. It's on the way back I decided the bedrock's that slippery in here that I'll walk through the bush, and even being built like a wombat didn't really help me. It was still tough going. It would have been better off in the creek. So I might do one more and see what happens, because I do want to get to another spot that I haven't been to before. It's probably a 15-20 minute drive, so I might do one more, then at least there's something in the snuffer bottle. But I'll show you if we get anything. I bait pumped that out too, so I've got the goodness out of the bottom. All right, catch you soon. Alrighty guys, I'm back again. Different area. I'll let you know where I am. So I'm in one of the off gullies of Long Gully in Panton Hill. So one of the many gullies that run off the side. I'm in one of those. Let's have a see. There's this drop off here. I'll show you the material. It's beautiful looking stuff. And down there, so still in gravels, but there is bedrock at the bottom. I have hit it. This material, so one pan. Hang on, I'll get you some shade. So that's not bad for one pan testing, and that was off the top. So I've actually run out of time. I've got to pick the young fella up from school. Heck of a walk in here, a mission. But that mission's going to be worse because I want to high bank this. There is so much material here. And for pans like that, I'll show you this material on the bottom. Show you what it looks like. One-handed shoveling. So as you can see, in the shade, it's gooey, clay, mud, gravels. It's nice. So I think there's a mission in with the high banker coming up for here. One, because I've run out of time, and two, there's just way too much material here. Like this gravel is, it's right through here. There's a tyre just here. That's a tyre. And this, you can see it's sort of a bit of a bank collapse here and here. A bit of a bank collapse here as well. Undercut. So this needs more exploring. Pans like that, whilst it doesn't look like a much, when you're high banking, that will add up fast. There's enough water in here. This is well deep enough. Like it's, I've got the waders on. It's past my knees. So there you go. I might do one more pan just to make sure it wasn't a miracle pan, and I'll probably catch you guys at home after I've picked up the young fella, and we'll see what we ended up with. There's not much today. This is the flow that we've got coming in here at the moment. You see that dribble? That's how much flow's coming in here. Look at that material. It's all river gravels. It's almost conglomerate that falls apart. It's sort of the same texture, same gravels. It just hasn't conglomerated. Is a new word. I think I just made that up. Conglomerated. All right, guys. I'll probably see you at home unless something drastic happens. Was at Victor's meetup. Victor from Murray Rivers Gold Adventures on the weekend. I didn't film anything. It was more of just sort of meet some people and check out Warrandyte. It was a great day. We got a little bit of gold at the end of the day. Like I said, I didn't film anything. But yeah, I'm back to freezing Melbourne after being in Queensland for a week, so I'm feeling it down here, that's for sure. It's a balmy 11 degrees today, which is just nice. At least the sun's out. Can't really complain. I'll have a podcast coming out probably midweek or a little towards the end of the week. If you haven't seen it, heard it, you can't see it. Well, you can, but it's just a logo on YouTube. Have a listen. It's something new. There's not really anything in the podcast world for prospecting, so I thought I'll give it a crack. I've podcasted for a lot of years in a different industry, so know how to put it all out there and get it all done and edit it all. So I might as well put that skill to use and give you guys some content. So check it out. It's called The Prospector Podcast. Nice and original. It's on all your major podcast platforms. It's also on my YouTube channel, which you're at now, so you know it's there. Anyway, guys, don't forget, leave a comment about walking past places that you walk past on the way in, whether you do it or not, and how tempting it is. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share it around. Very new channel, so take all the love I can get at the moment. Alright guys, see you at home. Alrighty guys, I'm back at home. Thought we'd done dump this little snuffer bottle. There's not going to be a bunch in here. Let's have a look. Let me just tip some water out. Give us some shade. Look, I was only out for a couple of hours, so it's respectable, I suppose. I'll definitely be trying to get the high banker into that spot, because that's where most of this came from. I lied, I did 2 pans after I switched you guys off from there. So I added a little bit too. The total, as you can see in there, it's, if you've, considering I got 2/5 at the first place, the first spot, out of those crevices. I've probably done 7 or 8 full pans for the day. So not a lot. Anyway, it was an exploration day anyway, so I'm fine with that. I'll dry that out. Look, if it's worth chucking on the scars, we'll have a look. I don't know if it'll register, but I'll find out when it's dry. All right, that dried out nice and quick. The sun was out. I still don't hold out too much hope of scoring any numbers here. I'm not convinced. Oof, 0.04. Like I said, wasn't expecting a lot. Yeah, it's growing. I like it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll probably be out maybe Thursday. Weather's going to be pretty average for a little while now, so we'll see how we go. I was actually going to mention that about creeks. There's a lot of creeks out there that people are screaming for water. Places like Slady that are bone dry. Then there's other places and things, like I think about it more of an opportunity when there's no water in the creeks. You can access that ground that you can't usually get to when it's flowing. So you just got to make hay while the sun shines, and when it's wet, it's wet. When it's not, you can get to those deeper holes. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching. See you soon.